A word from our sponsors, Squarespace. I've got to stop doing that. Turtle head ant. There they are. They actually do have a dish on their head. And they are actually definitely using that head to close a gap in a little... Is that a log? Is that a nest? That's cute. Little dishy head boys. There are over 120 species of turtle ant. What? Sometimes. Ants with giant heads show evolution. Can go backwards. What? But first, a word from our sponsor, Irish John Games. Beans. Thanks for that. Now let's continue with the stream. Everyone check out Rise of Piracy on Steam. It's wish listable, unlike my game. Oh boy. Wait, this one has it, but it's wrong. What's happened here? He's got a cup on the front of the face. They've got... Yeah, it had a really big head, didn't you see? Did you not see the big-headed ant? Yeah, that's one. Social parasitism in ants. Damn. Yeah, different species, yes. Different species. Look how tiny they are, though. Look how small they are! Where's that social parasitism in ants? I want to read that. There it is. That doesn't look like it, but okay. Insect recently discovered in Brazil. First species visually recognized a parasite of other ant species, according to a paper. Oh, so it's not about ants in the same colony being lazy and just taking the benefit handout and free housing. It's about ants from another species invading an ant colony and mooching off their goods. Okay. First give the mirror turtle ant while conducting fieldwork in Brazil. Kevin may well be your favorite emoji on the planet. Damn. It is a good emoji. A good emoji that I have access to. Yeah. It's nice. It is a nice emoji. Oh. The mirror turtle ants are so skilled that they are better at following the chemical trails of the host ant than of their own workers. Wow. Crazy. Okay. Dracula ant species. I don't want to know about this. We've gone down the wrong path. This is scary. Let's get out of here. What? Occasionally hear the phrase turtle head when referring to constipation. Is that based on ants also? No, I believe that's based on turtles. Suddenly you want an Antonia FPS shooter where the lower arms change mags. Oh my god! You could have 4 pistols at the same time. It could be like, what's that stupid game? What's that stupid... Is it Never Dead? Where you had 2 guns and you couldn't die. So like if someone shot your hand off, it would be holding onto one of the guns and you could just shoot the gun that the hand was holding. but you wouldn't be able to aim or anything. Or 2 Zweihander. 2. I actually watched a cool video on YouTube about a guy. He said he get the question often, can you wield a Zweihander in ein Hand? And the answer is yes, but you will get tired extremely quickly. There's a gap at the bottom of the mountain. We can fix that. We can fix that. That gap. I think the original mesh was slightly lower in the ground than it is now. Is where you had planned for the water to come out. Oh, I thought there was a waterfall. But you don't have to. Oh, I see. I see. Right there. It's the same shape as the river. Right. That gap right there. So is the waterfall meant to be inside the mountain then? Oh, that could be cool. That could be cool. Nice. Mel's Games, welcome back into the chat room. Everybody check out Mel's Games. Mel's Games, yes. With an underscore. Why can I not see anything inside here? Huh? I put lights in here so I could see things, and now I cannot. Come on, engine. There we go. We'll just leave it here on the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scene. Full screen it. Get my PC to start tanking. Yeah, that full screening it is what makes my PC tank. Underscore. Hello. Also, thank you for the follow, Ambrosine0. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it. Let me add you to the overlay. You too. Okay. So there are a number of things that we can do in this scene. Oh my god, it's all one mesh. Yes. Good. I like it. That's the way I like it. Let's just disable nanite on this lad for a brief second. It's very beautiful mesh data. It's very beautiful mesh data. I don't know what happened to the stairs. Don't ask me about the stairs, please. Don't look at the stairs. It's fine. Scope creep. Let me tell you about scope creep. Let's actually do some work, huh? I don't know what I had planned for today, but we're definitely going to do whatever I had planned for today, which is look at Ant Mountain, appreciating the beautiful Ant Mountain. Science streams made all these models. I have to be clear about this. I did not make a single of these models. I did not make any of these models except for, where is he? The tunnel. The tunnel. Let's call it access instead of scope creep kappa. Literally makes no sense. Yes. Mana didn't make the models because they are trash. Mana didn't make the models because Mana has no capable hand in making a 3D asset, as demonstrated by it took like what, a full week to just make a tunnel of dirt. Simplest model in the whole world, and yet actually it's still not done. Did I explain to you all last week? I'm going to explain to you all again this week, right now, why this doesn't work. It's because Lumen hates this, right? So Lumen is a system by which we can render scene. Okay, we can actually go to the Lumen scene. It doesn't look that bad actually in the overview. If we go over to this lad, he does actually look like a tube, but Lumen typically does not appreciate this for lighting and light leak. It really wants it wants topologically spherical items. So things like this and things like this, nanite and lumen are just they lose their mind trying to render this stuff. So I'm gonna attempt to break them into their constituent coordinate faces, you know, a roof, a walls, and a floors. What's the Ant Mountain? What will that be? This is the Ant Mountain. This will be, I believe, the area where you can review collectibles in the game. So, Mount Antmore. Yes, Mount Antmore. Here it is. I've moved the ant heads because they were in the way of the path. It was a safety violation. We have to be to OSHA code, otherwise it can't be an educational game. I added some lights just so you can see on the inside, and they do a nice color mix. There's a pink light, a blue light, and a green light. It's not a red light; it is pink. But you can see the lumen scene can see all this, and it appreciates the geometry on the inside. Naively, you thought if you had collectors on they would unlock new characters and organisms inside the mountain. Yeah. The lights are so sick. Thank you. I mean, thank Epic Games for providing the lights. You love it, why not? Yeah, so it's the way I understand it is that it would be like a Banjo-Kazooie-like game where there would be, you know, a whole... Do you know Medieval? The only game... No, sorry, I can't say that. One of the two games which I have rage quit directly on stream and never played again, which I planned to play last year and did not finish because I ran out of time. Medieval has... That was a great game. It's extremely fun, and it is extremely frustrating. I'm stuck on a boss fight, and you have to do the whole level up to the boss fight to fight the boss. It just does not make the speedrunner in me happy. But when you finish a level in Medieval, you get sent to the Hall of Heroes, where you get to talk to the reanimated statues of past heroes of Galamir. And I'm guessing this is going to be a similar area where you can maybe not buy unlocks, but you can review the stuff that you've collected. You can talk to unlocked critters, spiders maybe, other ant castes, other ant species, friendly lads and lasses of the natural world that might wander in. Preview Shadow in blue, because why not? So yeah, my only criticism with any of this stuff is that it needs to be bigger and also smaller. Dinosaur, almost certainly. T-Rex head just like pokes in from the side or something. Like there's a hole and he just comes in like... He'd be like, hello. He's like, actually, I'm an entirely misunderstood animal. You have modeled a Utrinus... What? Is that spelled as I'm meant to be saying it? Utrinus? Skeleton? Is it to scale? Yup. Oh dear. Panic. It's the largest feathered dino. Ooh. So for reference, this is a game about ants, right, guys? Girls, friendly friends in the chat. This is a game about ants, and ants are generally, what, 5 mil head to toe? Maybe a little bit smaller. And the queen ant can be bigger. So I've been thinking about this actually for a very, 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 very long time, actually since the project started, right? So if we're depicting, takes me all the way back to my college days. If we're depicting scale on a logarithmic graph, so we have 0, 1, 10, 100. This is arbitrary, right? It's just the power of x that they are, 10,000, right? The raw scale would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Even though the logarithmic scale is like, it looks like this, right? And then it's half again. Right? This is the worst log graph you'll ever see drawn. It's hand-drawn, crisp and neat. There's a line tool in Paint. What am I doing? It's not very good though, is it? Can I hold shift and draw a straight line in Paint? I cannot. Okay, use the line tool. Can hold shift and draw a straight line with the line tool though. You know what log graph paper looks like? Yeah, beavers? Absolutely. for the logs. Oh, I have been played. Ultimate playability. This is what a log graph looks like, right? And then half again, because it's based on the power of. Okay, I've run out of space to draw a log graph, but like, as the line goes linearly across the log a graph on a if it was on a linear scale, you know, 1 to 10,000, whatever it is, it would look like an exponent, right? But if rather we flatten the log graph into a linear graph for scale, rough scale. So if something is 10,000 times bigger, it's only going to be five times bigger than the thing. So that things are interpretable, personable, and they don't actually break the engine. That's not the main thing. Excuse me? What is the main thing? I mean, you can do anything. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything. But what happened here? Do I have to call the police? Anyway, ant cutter, not ant cutter, ant carrier. Only I can. I think some other people can as well. I think it's fine. What's going on here? Why can't I select? What is going on here? Ant cutter, ant carrier, carrier ant mini game. Hear me out. Hear me out. They carry the leaves, the leaf plates, in a little backpack. No, it's not boob smells. It's arms holding onto a backpack straps. Ants have got 4 arms. He was writing the same thing. Why is my chat always so rowdy? Anyway, so they have a little backpack. Can they have like a little arm of the backpack for a rider ant to sit here? Yee. Rider ant. And they have a backpack here and a little arm with the rider ant on it. And like, so you'll have the nest is here, and then there'll be leaf zone 1, and then there'll be like maybe like leaf zone 2, and then maybe there'll be like a much more difficult place to get to, like over here, and there'll be like basically no danger here, and then there might be like a 1 danger here that you have to like avoid, and the walk is longer, and then 3 it will be extremely dangerous all the way. I don't know. It's just a thought. Thought for a minigame. I don't know what would happen at the end of the minigame or the start of the minigame. I don't know what the threats are. Little parasites, maybe? You love that idea. We'll try and aim for that one then. In the meantime, what am I going to do? I am going to do some more mesh stuff, because there's so much mesh data. And I must clean it all. I must clean it. Show only selected. Unlit. So there's a few things that we have to do. I imported the Ant Mountain stuff, so we have to deal with the Ant Mountain meshes and the Ant Mountain materials, which is something. So briefly, we'll disable nanite. Absolutely unrelated question. Are you right in assuming that Unreal can also just use animation created in Blender as a general thing? Well, Bardaki, that's the thing. I thought it would be a totally fine and complete non-issue to import and export an animation file or a skeletal mesh shape from Unreal to Blender and back again, just by, you know, using, because it has the FBX transfer protocol, has the FBX file system in place. You should probably just be able to do that. But unfortunately, and I will show you right now what happens when you do this, science assets, skeletal exports. We'll get Manny. We'll get the one that I know breaks, not the one that I know doesn't break. We'll import Manny from Unreal Engine 4. And as you can see, can I just say, okay, that the camera controls in Blender are wrong. They are factually incorrect camera controls. Who uses the middle mouse? Do you know how hard it is to press the middle mouse button? Okay, it creates a lot of wrist strain. And it also has a control attached to it. Blender is yeah, I know, right, Badaki? Why doesn't everyone understand this? Why isn't everyone just like I know Blender's the standard for free, but there's so many things that it could just steal from other people's programs. Oh, CAD uses the middle mouse button a lot. Don't give me that. Look at those triangles. Absolutely beautiful. In fact, can we shoot a wireframe? It is beautiful. Beautiful. It's actually 4 meshes on top of each other. So there's 3 LOD meshes all stacked on top of each other. I can't do anything with them because they're in a. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can get rid of them. There you go. There's just one. There's just the LOD 0. CAD uses space mouses a lot more. What is this, space mouse? You know, I tried to buy a space mouse one time, and it came and it didn't have the box that it comes in, and I got really angry and I sent it back. Like, it was advertised coming with like a little mesh case. Space mouse. If you're gonna make me spend money on a new mouse, I mean, I kind of need one. It works quote unquote fine, but space mouse. Oh, upright boys and clicky toggle wheel. Yeah, you don't want to spend that kind of money. Look, gaming mice are getting towards this kind of price. Okay, I want to bust your bubble. It's only 500 quid. I'll buy 2. Which one's the best one, Badeki? Show me which one's the good one. 3D Connection Space Mouse Wireless. But are they worth it? Oh, Iron Man Ergonomic Mouse. 2.4G Portable Mobile Computer with USB dongle. Oh, it doesn't even have a scroll. Oh, no, it does. What about this? 3D Connection Space Mouse PN1267XX03450299 482A165 computer 5V 50 milliamp mouse. £11 refurbished. The 3DX ones are really good. 3D Connection. 3D Connection Space Mouse Pro. Huh, fair. Will they help me do headshots in Counter-Strike? Will they help me with my ADR? It's only $4.29 excluding VAT. VAT in my country is big. This has screens. I need a mouse with screens on it. See, the mouse that I tried to buy had a screen on it, and it was really cool. It had a little rotating gizmo in it, which I thought was really hype. You'd be amazed if you can even manage to play CS with that. I've seen Counter-Strike played with a steering wheel. Do not challenge. I have played many games with many different controllers. It is 800 grams. How do I move it? How do I wangle? How do I wangle the dangle with this thing? If it's almost a kilo. Look at this guy. Anyway, yes. So we were talking about you don't move it, the mouse is stationary. Oh boy. We were talking about skeletal mesh exports between Unreal Engine and Blender. There is a plugin, which I have open right now. There is a download our Blender add-ons, which are I didn't see a link there, but Blender to Unreal. That's the add-on for Blender. Unreal Engine to Rigify Quick Start. So you'll see that the skeleton looks messed up. If anyone has ever done skeleton work before, even my limited brain, I have seen people do skeleton work. I have watched Veil of Hearts work tirelessly on creating rigs for themselves and other people. And the skeleton's meant to align with the bone, right? This. If we just. If we just put the skeleton in front of the lad, and you can see that the bones are perpendicular to the things that they are trying to author edits to. And if we go into pose mode, and we click on one of the cool bones, which is meant to pose the lad, there's no IK, and also the mesh disconnects from itself, and it does not put me at ease. And I wonder, he has large bones, don't we all? Unreal to Blender is not good out of the box. How is Blender to Unreal? Do you want me to export this right now and just import it back into the engine? Like as if nothing had happened? I'm tempted to, but I know it won't work because look at his collarbone. just look at the mess on his collarbone. I think it's the same. So obviously this is exported from Unreal. This is the standard going from Unreal to an export in FBX file. And it's been loaded in Blender and everything has been flipped around and disconnected. So I'm assuming that if I export this, flipped around and disconnected from Blender, it's going to happen again. Like it's going to be a 90-degree transition, right? So, you know, we have our bone here like this. And like it's gone from Unreal export to Blender import FBX protocol, and it's done this. And I feel like going from Blender to Unreal isn't going to move it that way. It's probably going to move it this way, so all the bones will be actually entirely inverted. But, you know, let's try it. Screw it. You know what? Don't save. File, export, FBX, skeletal export. This is probably won't work .fbx, and then we can just don't save. Do not save. We can just import it. It's Control H to show everything back up again. Okay. We can just find him. Where's the testing content folder? Because I am curious. Skeleton. SK mannequin, right? I know this is SK. This is SKM Quinn sample SKM Quinn. UE4 mannequin skeleton. It's kind of fun how these were accidentally included with Game Tropical Jungle Pack Third Person BP Mannequin Character Mesh SK. Why? Why would you put that into an asset pack? I don't think we have any animations to test it. I know, right? Failed to merge bones. Here we go. This could happen if significant hierarchical changes have been made, e.g. inserting a bone between nodes. Would you like to regenerate the skeleton from this mesh? No. And then preview mesh hierarchy doesn't match the skeleton anymore. Would you like to regenerate the skeleton? No. Stop asking. Why did I do this in the project? Why did I make a new project for this? He's dead, Jim. Oh. See, it's not a happy bunny about that. So that's I did mention this to the lovely artist that I sent the message to. I did mention that I was not confident with that working, and lo and behold, Not only has it not worked, but it's also ground my PC to a halt. Is it dead? It is. It is entirely dead. It was a tribble. Anyway, back onto actually doing work and not satisfying everyone's curiosity. Browse to the asset. Is it 8? Wait, is it 8? What's show only selected doesn't have a hotkey. That makes me sad. I should make one. Should be Control H really. Oh, Control H is bring them all back. It could be a toggle, could it not? Could it not be a toggle? Could it not? Anyway, some things. Oh, I ain't buying shit. You think I got money? Huh? You think a streamer like me has got money? What is this? Manage suspicious user. Very suspicious. Here we go. Do 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 do. Do do do. Scooby doo, Scooby doo, Scooby doo doo doo. Da da do da do. People think I have money to buy followers these days. You think I wouldn't have bought a whole bunch of followers if I had the money to buy the followers? Get out of here, Vince. Yeah, get out of here, Vincent. And the sad thing is, some of the new ones that have been popping up look like people's accounts that have been compromised. Actually, it isn't buying, you can only rent. Lol. Well, that's even more expensive. Hold up! What's going on here? Did I stop nanite? Hold on, I need to stop nanite. Nanite. Disable. Okay, we did. I can't go into lit. Oh, I can, I guess. Why not? You know what? Place actors. I don't know why we have to be so mysterious about all this stuff. I could just unhide the light, I know. So is there any wild detail on this plinth? Or is it just a cube? Is there like a lip, an edge, some edging? This looks so artistic. It's a lot easier to see when there aren't the rays going on here. It just looks like a box to me. Correct me if I'm wrong, science streams. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it does just look like a box. There's no flashy trim or whatever. Just imagining this in some opera, maybe. Throw another one of these in. Spin it around. It's a cute rail. Okay. So these look fabulously low poly enough to keep. So what we're going to do, you just saw the price for mayor. Dear God. Yep. Yep. Now stop looking at the price for mayor, Bardaki, and you'll be a wealthier man. Split. So I've been watching this TV show called Vincenzo. Like, it can be really tacky at times, but I can't stop watching it. Is it doing it? Is it doing it? I feel like it's doing it, but I don't know. But anyway, if there's any cool programmers out there that wants to steal all the function and workflow from Fusion 360, but also only charge a single lump sum fee for the products, I'd be down to buy this product. You know, it just has to have the 3 key things: non-destructive parametric workflow, easy to manipulate draw on spline tool, and a camera that does not suck. That's all I want. They're just the 3 key simple things. You love Fusion? Man, they pissed off a lot of people, including myself. Why would I want to spend tokens for premium Fusion sessions? And why can't I run simulations on my own PC or my own render farm? And why can't you trust me to save my files on my local PC? Oh, I mean, save on my local PC, but what, you know, always on DRM, some hot BS. Basically, I'm on the brink of just making a modeling program in Unreal Engine and just selling it for nothing at this point. It wouldn't be that hard either. It would take a lot of time. It wouldn't be that hard because they've added a whole bunch of cool scripting tools for geometry. Started to run local simulations for a project. When that change hit, it pissed you off so much. Dude, tell me about it. It's like, oh no, you want to know how air flows over this turbine? Well, we can tell you, but it's going to cost you $100. It's like, what the fuck? Let me run it on my own electricity. Let me pay the $100 in electricity bill. But no, yeah. Do not appreciate. I love the workflow, but I do not like the company mentality. Like everything. Your PC was happily running stress simulations. You got the power. Yeah. Like, if they don't even have to be that accurate, you know, anyone can do that. It's basics physics solving is not even that difficult. It's just a bunch of maths. PCs were made for maths, right? PCs love doing maths. They actually can't even divide numbers. Did you know that? Did you know that PCs have to do multiple subtraction long division to actually achieve a division result? Did you know that? I watched a really cool video about it. It was like 15 minutes long. Imagine using the maker community to beta test your product and then be like, okay, thanks, now fuck off. Yeah, exactly. Very meanie. Very meanie benini. So rude. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? So they get people addicted to using the product solution and then they sell it to you for an extortionate price. Yeah, money and Autodesk. Same thing with Adobe. you know, everyone uses Adobe products for a long time, even if they were expensive before. The price that you paid for an Adobe product back in the day is like nothing compared to the current model. It's disgusting. Which is, incidentally, why I don't have any Adobe products anymore. Except for Acrobat Reader, but it's basically freeware at this point. Also, I don't know what's happening here. The engine, I told the engine to do a thing, and now it's just like, see, boss, you told us to do a thing, but actually we didn't actually want to do that thing. We didn't do a different thing. I like it. But why would I want the thing done? No. Please continue. Do whatever you want to do. You don't like Adobe 2? Adobe 2.0? A new Adobe company that provides useful tools that don't actually crash every 5 seconds? Doesn't charge the earth for them? Like, don't get me wrong, there's far worse companies out there, but in terms of companies that I have to interact with their products and their software on a daily basis, Autodesk and Adobe are right there. You see them a lot. You don't see a lot of the other companies a lot, because a lot of them are, I don't want to say shell companies, but they don't do anything. They're just, you know, conglomerates or subsidiaries. Bet you all buy Crocs too, don't you? Nothing against the footwear Croc, but everything is terrible, don't you think? If you look deep enough at a lot of the stuff that happens, it's pretty bad. I don't like it, and I wish it wasn't. You bought Substance last year before it became Adobe. Oof. So, do you get end of life updates for that, or was that it? Can you even download Substance Painter anymore? Before it became Adobe 3D Substance Painter? I think the big one for me was Vegas Movie Studio. Basically stopped updating the moment it became Adobe. It was supposed to be a year after purchase. Oof. That is bad. That is terrible. Like, who would do this? Who would do such a thing? Oh. We've been live for an hour and a half, and we've only made it this far. We're in a darkened room with a bunch of pillars. Oh, did it finish? Hold up. Nope. Autodesk, Microsoft, Oracle. Do you want me to go on? Adobe would do this, yeah. It's been the trend recently as well. A bunch of companies buying up smaller companies and becoming a large, wide conglomerate. And do you not feel like some of these companies are going to get shafted with monopolization taxes fairly soon? Do you not feel like it's irresponsible to have so many eggs in the same basket? But at the same time, if it's not financially viable to have the eggs in separate baskets, it's difficult, isn't it? Because I respect that a lot of this goes on in the land of the air quotes free, where people seem to be angry when there's this government intervention in any kind of... You breathe oxygen too? We already have so much in common. Did you know, I heard that they patented the DNA sequence for spider silk production in some certain specific spider species. Like, how would you do that? That'd be like me going to Bardaki's house, like cutting off a fingernail and be like, I'm patenting this. This is Bardaki fingernail, patented. And then just leaving, walking out. And he's just sat there like, what? They want to use the silken engineering. You can't, it's crazy. I know they want to use the silken engineering, but who was that dude? Who was that dude who did the was it the penicillin research and production in the 50s, 40s, 30s? That dude. Didn't he say something like, patent it? You wouldn't patent the sun, would you? And stormed out of the room. I'm sure in a fluster with a long coat. Anyway, it just seems ridiculous that you would see something in the natural world and go, that's mine, patent. Like, it seems like that would not be a legally viable thing that you should be able to do. Folks have tried to patent genes. What are you going to do? Sue someone for being born with the same gene that you just patented? This is the kind of thing we need to put a stop to. It's fine to sequence it. It's fine to go, here it is, like human gene. Yeah, I get that. Patents are vastly different across the planet. They got to stop. Do you know patents? Here's the easiest way to get Americans to hate patents, by the way. Do you know patents were invented by the French? They were invented in the 1620s as a means for drumming up extra, industrial motivation for people. The government would actually pay you for a patent. The dumb shit you can patent in the US is just crazy. It is. It's got to stop. Because it's a French thing. And as we know, no offense to the French, but I know the Americans hate the French. So it's a tool. We're using a tool. Anyway, patents are ridiculous. Let's move on. And before anyone goes, no, all patents are ridiculous. All patents are ridiculous. Because it's not the information that you're given, right? It's what you do with it, right? So there's, just ask the English. So like, there's vast differences between knowing how to do something and actually doing the thing, right? Like let's take, for instance, making a video game. It's probably the worst example ever because there's a lot of piracy and easy shortcuts that you can do to steal stuff in making a video game. But consider the fact that somebody might put their game files out there. Somebody might do live game development on Twitch. There's plenty of people who do live game development on Twitch, right? Does that mean that there is a shady guy in a shady shack somewhere with a very shady high-torque PC stealing the source code line by line from Rise of Piracy as it happens? No, it's ridiculous. That's so much work. Patents have a use in securing the investment into inventing something. That's why they run out. We should really give out licenses. There are patents on shit like computer enemy behavior. Yeah, no, it's stupid. No. Patents have a use in strong-arming people who make things that are very similar to things that already exist. And they are very rarely used in a correct or acceptable way. And when they are offered as licenses, generally the licensing costs are extortionate. So it's not cool. It does more harm than good, Badeki. It's fine to have a record of saying, "Oh, look, I did this." In sciences, it's hilarious, so much as proprietary information. It's fine to have proprietary information. It's fine to have the idea that you invented something. Patents on inventions are good. Patents on patents, the fuck? Well, Badaki, a patent is just an invention in 2D. Just think about it like that. A circle? No, patented. You can't drill a hole. Illegal. Did you know that, Badaki? Do you know there is a company on this planet that owns the patent to a circular hole? You're just 2D. Hi. Wait. Did you know that there's a company on the planet that owns the patent to a circular hole? You drilled loads of holes. Well, they're going to be coming to your house soon. Okay, there are... I have to caveat this. None of them were circular. I have to caveat this. It's a very specific hole. And it was painted as a trademark. But it also is... It was painted... I don't think it was patented legally, but I'm not a lawyer, and this does not constitute legal advice or legal assault on any of the companies they're in. But I'm pretty sure Bob Skagel was the inventor of the hole, the Skagel hole, and the Skagel notch for the opening of a folding knife. And yet, there may or may not be companies out there who have themselves, what is this? Themselves patented the idea of a Skagel hole and taken legal action against people who have used similar Skagel holes in their folding knife designs. And not limited to the use of a Skagel hole, but a decorative hole in other people's knives. Legal action against a circular hole in a flat piece of steel. Just, you think about it. You think about it. Take a deep breath. Okay, this is what we wanted. So hard. This is exactly what we wanted. I don't know why our lighting is so mysterious right now, but this is exactly what we wanted. But oh dear, where's our light? What do you mean no? What do you mean X on the light? Ah. So patent a few years back in the automotive industry. Imagine if a current law forces you to use technology, but the patent holder says technology doesn't give you a license, then you don't need one since you buy that technology from a third party. Yeah, that was funny to watch big corporates bashing each other. And goes, yeah, big cool, big funny. It's ridiculous, you see? We live in a time of Web 2.0, where anyone can share any information anywhere at any time, and people are just arguing over these informations, and it's ridiculous. But yeah, as I said, uranium and iodine had similar atomic numbers. That way you and I would be always next to each other. 2.0, you're way behind. Don't give me any of that Web 4.0 BS, Badeki. I don't want to hear it. What have I done to this beautiful mesh? I'm so sorry, Balint. I've destroyed your mesh. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Right, this is going to be right at the bottom, right? Don't tell me it did from one end to the other end. Already on version 6.9. Lamau. What are you selecting here, friend? Oh, okay. The slider goes up to 160, but you can type any number you want into that box. Case in point. Ugh. Anyway. What were we actually doing here? So if I go down to the bottom where it says Full Mountain ZBrush Polymesh 3, and I select that, that's going to select all the pillars as well. God, what is wrong? What is wrong today? Why split that into 1,000 different meshes? Do I have a marquee select in this? Oh, do you know, I can go into the 4-up and I can indeed use a marquee select. I love how the views are synced, but they're actually not synced. It's hilarious. Biggest meme on planet Earth right here. What is this? Oh, it's the underside, or the top side? Right, okay. Okay, so none of that's connected, but all these bases are connected. Missed some of them, huh? Not on my... Can I alt select? Get rid of... Shift alt select, isn't it? Shift Control alt select? Ah, Control alt select, okay. We did it. We made it. So we've isolated the pillars. And this is going to be mountain. No, it's going to be SM. Mountain. Mountain balcony pillar, right? Mountain balk pillar. Browse to asset. Yeah, it broke down each pillar individually. That's wild. Is that it? That can't be it. There were hundreds of these. It's a start. Mountain belt pillar. Place references. By all means. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine, please. I forgot all about this. They are there. They're in the scene. They're all right here. Can't you see them? The poor tracking. There it is. There they are. There's loads of them. There's like 20 assets right there. Oh. Delete. Delete. Pivot. Modeling. Bottom. Center. Bottom. Accept. It's all work that has to be done, I'm afraid. If it doesn't get done, it won't have been done. And everyone will be unhappy. Full mountain ZBrush polymesh. See this. Control H. Get us back to our lit area. Delete these now, we don't need them. It was wasteful even putting them there, but what is this? What is this? What are these? Hello? Hello? Browse to asset. Disable nanite because I think it's been crunched. Plant or something? Could very well be a plant. I see a shadow down here that worries me. Oh, yeah. It is indeed a plant. Oh, wow. It's a lot of plants. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What are they? Are they some kind of ivy? Cool. That's totally fine. Ivy can exist. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's totally fine. Hello, sorry, I'm Bardaki. Let's turn grid snapping on. Are these a multiple of 10? That's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's shift. Am I pressing the wrong button? I'm pressing the space bar, that's why it's not working. Okay. Choo choo! This is so relaxing. Are they lined up correctly? They are. They don't feel like they are, but they are. I get the feeling that's where the stairs come up, isn't it? Why aren't they there though? Oh, they're here. We're doing it. We're doing it. Safety. We need to redirect her. I feel like I should have just force deleted. Ah, that's the floor, okay. No, you. I don't get it. I don't know what this is. Help. I know these are all broken mesh. That's the door frame. I need to keep that. Can you even believe it made all this? Didn't want to think about there being cubes. Fantastic. What's all this? Excellent slime. I don't trust that one. It is part of the door, right? Can't delete that. We can delete it in the world. Can't delete it from the scene. Yeah, we haven't broken anything yet. Oh, we can just delete these, can't we? Because we deleted them in the scene. Yes. There's another bit of the door. Lintel, perhaps. Excellent slam. Seems fine. Seems like nothing broke, so that's good. Woof. What a wild ride. This is gonna be SM Mountain Lintel. Browse the asset. SM Mountain. What'd you call those? Is that an abacus? Is that a plinth? Is that a what do you call that? A fleuret? Ooh, no. Abacus is the Farsi phrase for something very nasty. An abacus is a flat portion of a column above the thing. Do you follow the Met Cloisters Twitter bot? They've posted the same column like every day for the last 3 years. It's crazy. Not in Farsi, no in English. I don't. Who's that? The Metropolitan Museum of New York, I believe. They have the Met Cloisters. They're meant to post medieval art and architecture of cloisters, but they only have like 2 or 3 like different source images, and they've been on a loop. The bot needs a reset, I swear. We're gonna call these mountain thing. Greebly. Mountain Greebly. SM Mountain Greebly. Oh, these are. This is. This does not make me happy. We might have to delete these. And they're also weirdly offset. And there's no back end. Let's pretend they don't exist. They're basically just cubes. Whoop. we can put cubes in. And ramps. Cubes and ramps. Ramps and cubes, baby. The other thing is, are these fully 3D? They are fully 3D. They are not fully 3D. They don't have backs. This doesn't have a back. Have I deleted a key piece of architecture here? Oops. Maybe we can voxel remesh this. Maybe we can actually merge these together. Panic? Nah. Simple as. Easy peasy. I don't like the fact that the handle's all the way over here, but I'm gonna have to just deal with it. Yeah, they are not solid. We will make them solid. Don't worry. That's our job as the solidifier. The solidifier modifier. Yeah, okay. So the first thing, I can't deal with the pivot being in the wrong place. So please just, can I set the pivots to there? And then, oh, that doesn't look perfectly straight, does it? I'm gonna have to the old eyeballo. When I say eyeball, I mean, here's the side view. We have a straight line to line it up against. Plenty of straight lines to line it up against. Is it also rotated on the top? It doesn't face directly. What view is this? Right side? Oh, I see, right. It's off, it's tilted. Close enough. That looks close enough to me. Now we just have to do this one again, because we undid that to get the selection back. Do you know back when I used Fusion 360, I didn't know how to align faces to faces, so I actually made a virtual 1, 2, 3 block to align stuff to. It works a treat, let me tell you. That is definitely tilted a little bit, isn't it? We can get it until this looks like a straight line seg, right? I'm rotating the wrong thing at the wrong time. So we'll do Z first. we will set the gizmo to be local. We will not do Z first, apparently. So cool. Panic! Does that look okay? Like, it's fine to be a little bit wonky because it's a hand-carved piece of stone, right? We don't... It's fine. That's fine. That will do. Bake RS. Bake RS. Yes, 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 yes. Then we duplicate it. Rotate it. Scutulate it. What's the problem here? What is the problem here? Get out of here. Problem is, we didn't get any of these. Make RS. Yep. It still bothers me that there's like a big old gappy goo there. Have I moved the wrong one again? I did. Oh my goodness. Move it back. Oh, this does not make me happy. Fancy. Online stores are fun. Veto. Why is it backwards, huh? Riddle me this. Oh, that is a hard line. Oh, right, okay. It is just backwards, right. Yeah, no, okay. So that Vox wrap was actually perfectly fine. Blend. Vox blend? I don't know what this is. What has happened here? Stop. Cancel. Bardaki, are you a corporate customer? See, I don't like this. It's wasting all of the voxel. It's wasting all of the voxel detail, making a very nice curve on the back end. I don't need it to make a nice curve on the back end. I need it to be dumb. Don't auto simplify. There you go. Just don't. No, but you still bought some nice pants. Store also luckily allows for private peoples to purchase. It's very, very smooth. New job pants, am I right? You are indeed correcto. It's not solid at boundaries. What about that, huh? You ever think about it not being solid at boundaries? Okay, you did. Thicken shells, 5 units. Oh! That's exactly not what I wanted, but thank you. Actually, that could work. Yeah, turn auto simplify back on. So it's going to make us some nice... Get some of that curve back in on the old... it looks fine, right? We're making nightmare geometry here. I'll stop that. That's fine. I'm going to stop there, because if I don't stop there, I will go crazy. Who turned snapping off, huh? It was me. As we can see, it wasn't aligned good enough. Let's move that mesh adaptivity up so that we get a more chunks taken out of it. Come on, man. It's not what I wanted. Reno! Welcome. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Boink. We just select one of the arches maybe at a time, and then we can move it. We can do this silly engineer's trick that 3D artists will hate you for. It's not Vox Blend that I wanted, was it? Kind of works though, doesn't it? Voxel merge. That's fine, right? It doesn't look any different, does it? I like that though. Looks kind of rough. Whoa! Epic slam. What if we reduce the winding threshold, huh? And then we might be able to plug up this edge here. Am I going the wrong way for a winding threshold? Does it need to be like 0.9? Doesn't work. Okay. Message received and understood. Original input service before clamping cut and set. I don't see any visible difference between these two images. Kind of do just want to like fill it in though, you know? Looks trippy rough. Well, good job it's not on the floor then. Sorry. Yeah. So I really want to get rid of all this detail in the middle that I accidentally put in. I don't know how I accidentally put it in, but I definitely accidentally put it in. If we go to scale and I hold Alt and I no, okay. Uh, Hear me out. Hear me out. This might be like 8 steps forward and then 14 steps backwards, but hear me out, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, so we still got that internal surface there. We can mesh edit this, right? Oh, in fact, we can just mesh edit the one that we had, right? Oh. Smooth fill. Can't believe I'm sculpting again. I can't believe I'm finally back here. Strength 1. Oh no. That's the opposite of what I wanted. Okay. We're gonna make cursed geometry inside these valleys with the inflate tool. It's like welding a pipe shut. Randomly pushing buttons. It's working! Let me tell you, okay, I don't do 3D. This is the best you're ever gonna get. I do like literally everything else. Squeesh! And don't worry, Balloon didn't make this mess. I made this mess. Because I don't do 3D. It's a learning process perpetually, I'm afraid. But I think if we can just sculpt this lad like that, and then so if you see red, that means that we've pulled the back face normal through to the front face, which is illegal. You'll have to fix that later. Can I? Are there even polygroups in this? Yeah, it's all one polygroup, isn't it? Oh, for God's sake. You can only sculpt IRL with actual clay and stuff. That is also a skill. And then we just use the vox wrap. So the vox wrap function basically creates a blanket of voxels to wrap the object up in. And it tries its hardest to remove degenerate internal faces. Did not get all these ones, but poop. True, but a messy skill. Are all skills not messy? Oh my goodness. So we're gonna weld, which is gonna, fingers crossed, pinch this together into a mesh face. Excellent. Do I actually need to use jacket? Yeah, I need to use jacket, not vox wrap. Vox wrap will be useful in a second, but jacket first. And we're getting to a high poly mesh again, so we are probably gonna. It's not doing it. It's not doing it, and that makes me angry. I'm trying to give it hints as to where it can find this garbage data. Target triangle count. How about 5,000? Huh? It's 5,000, say to you. A target triangle count. That's a no. Oh, kind of. Maybe. Shape preserving. Nope, not 1,000. Sorry, whoops. I meant 10,000. But that has removed the internals. Has this still removed the internals? Very nice. Let's give it uniform. See, uniform I worry will not remove the internals. It did. It's kind of not crisp enough, is it? See, that hasn't deleted the internal geometry at all. Soggy arch. It's gone. It's gone. I was missing a 0 off my triangle count, that's why. That's why it's gone. Hold up, look at that cloud over there. What's going on? Is it gonna rain? Oh boy. Arrgh. Shape preserving. Let's stop. Let's stop that. This mesh has no holes to fill. Okay, let's go back to the weld tool, huh? Let's use the weld tool again. Let's just set the tolerance to 0.1. Weld a whole bunch of stuff with that, right? You're gonna do a whole bunch of welding with that. You're gonna all this stuff that's overlapping. You're gonna. Is it gonna do it? Modeling poly edge limit is 60,000 edges, and this mesh has 637,000 edges. What have I done? I feel like I've made a big bad mistake here. Okay. Complete. Is it fascinating watching this? I hope it's fascinating watching this. A little bit wider, huh? It is. Oh no. Actually, no, what am I doing? Ah! Go back. A little bit smaller. Oops. Yeah, we want a good overlap. Should probably just delete that actually. And then just It's looking so good. Okay. Okay. Oh! Oh, there it is. It's offset. Let's have a look on the inside. It's okay. Okay, that gets rid of those. That's no longer the arch we're looking for, though. Let's start again. Is this our lovely? Oh no. Was our lovely arch? Is this our lovely arch? No. Is this our lovely arch? Yes. This is our lovely arch. No, that's not our lovely arch either. This is our lovely arch. Why do we even have that other lovely arch? Is it bad that I'm getting obsessed with these tiny things? I shouldn't really be obsessed with these tiny things, but I am. A curse. That's not... Like, there's no way of telling it what's important geometry and what's not important geometry for these mesh operations, so... Maybe. If we go to our... Yeah, no, it has too many... It has too many... 60,000 edges. Okay, let's just remesh it to 50k. Right? Not 50. 50,000, please. And then we can delete the faces. Aren't we going to have the same problem? Yes. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Accept. Triangle edit. Disallow for operating a mesh this resolution. Current limit set more than 60,000 edges. Mesh has 94,000. Did we not just ask it to do 50,000 triangles? Are you having a Have a funny joke with me. This is fine. Not that. This smooth film. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Smooth fill is smooth. Smooth fill is not smooth filling. Oh, it is smooth filling. Okay. Right. This is good because when we have a mesh that looks like this, it's maybe a little bit more obvious to the engine what needs to go where. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. I will save the mesh. Just you watch. It was my destiny to save these meshes. Come on, friend. It's very soothing though, isn't it? It's doing a bit of sculpting. It's very soothing. Meshtini. I see I have 300 messages on Discord. I dare not. I dare not look. I dare not look. Scary. It was all meme, yeah. Trust. 300 memes. It's the irony of having to add all this mesh detail is because we want to take all this mesh detail away, and it won't let us. In an ideal situation, just the hollow mesh would have been great, but nothing's ever ideal. That's one of the trade-offs of the engine. It likes doing things very fast and very without precision. So back in the good old days of the Source engine, everything was extremely precise, down to the exact position, the every atoma of detail in the scene had to be placed in the exact correct position. Otherwise, it literally would not run. And today, you have to overcompensate the other way by having extra material that sticks into things and overlaps a little bit. There's reasons to not have overlaps, like if you're using a hardware ray tracing. At that point you can't have overlaps again because you get overdraw, and overdraw is a huge performance loss in real-time ray tracing applications. But we're not doing that. We're doing software ray tracing because Nintendo Switch doesn't have RTX. Nintendo Switch has got a 800 series Maxwell GPU. And when I read that, I almost cried. I felt sorry for John Nintendo, who had to design such a thing. John Tendo. Why is it bad? It's just an old GPU. That's all. I mean, the Nintendo Switch itself isn't that new, but don't do that. There's the fall off. I think we're done here. Well, accept those changes. It's been smooth filled on the inside there, mostly. Mostly. We're going to start getting some little crunchy crunches going on. So what we're going to do is simplify the mesh. Go back to vertex sculpting, smooth fill. Hey, Shadow. Welcome. Did you get gifted a sub? Oh, yeah, of course you did. How am I doing today? I'm doing okay. Doing some stuff, some Unreal, some game development, if you can call it that. It's mostly tweaking the old 3Ds. Mostly making sure the 3Ds are not completely destroyed by me or anybody else. Just not going too well right now, but, you know, these things take a little bit of time, a little bit of massaging, and we'll get there. What I really want to do is sculpt normals on that little internal ridge, but it probably won't let me. Right? Oh, you can use S and D to change the size of the lad. Who knew? Helping a friend of his with his teams back on normal coding, great. I didn't know you you knew other streamers. Shadow. That's pretty cool. It's pretty rad. Oi! I don't know what button I pressed there, but it was the wrong one. Yesterday, that stream avatars, we found a streamer with it. It was Plane Shift that was using it. I follow Plane Shift. Shout out Plane Shift, everybody. They're making an RPG game. They're making an RPG game. They're making an RPG game. It's got normal. Very, very gently. So things like this are going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. Let's not do that. How far is the progress? Already playable things? I'm very sorry to report that there is, as of yet, no playable things. I wanted to kind of get the environment planned out before I did any playable things, and also we don't have really the player character correctly sorted out yet, because I'm an egg, and I don't know how to do skeletal meshing or rigging or anything like that. We have the model ready to go, but nothing to go with the model. So I don't have any animations or anything like that. And the gameplay as well. I'm researching how to do the modular gameplay stuff from the Lyra content. And I just got that last night, so soon, in a manner of speaking, but not right now. And also, probably not soon in anyone's real estimations, but soon enough. Soon enough. You'll come back here and you'll be like, whoa, is this the gameplay? And we'll all be like, yep. The Lyra project is large. The Lyra project has got a lot of stuff in it. The Lyra project is extremely interesting to look at. But yeah, we'll be sampling some of the things like the modular game mode thing, because this game is basically going to be like a Banjo-Kazooie style thing, where you'll be able to roam around a large environment, large-ish environment, and the mini games will be contained within that environment. But I feel like I don't want a loading screen between the games. You just kind of want to go up to the NPC and then be put into the game, maybe, and that kind of stuff would be best done with like the Lyra modular gameplay elements. I'm sure of it. That's why they were designed. Finish that. You're excited? I'm excited. Like, I would like to get out of the phase of cleaning up the 3D assets and moving on to the gameplay. Why so? Science Streams is the brains behind all this. Why? Hold on. Do you wanna? Wouldn't have to clean off and made the models well. I mean, you would have had to know, like, to make them for a game engine, and they're not bad. But I'm bad at it, you know. As I said, 3D is not my forte. I don't know what's going on here. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, so I'm going to cancel this, and we're going to go to do a bit of welding. Modeling and game engines are two planes of experience, yeah. Exactly. It's difficult to have knowledge in all the subject areas you need knowledge in to do all of the things all the time. Which is a shame, but it is the way it is. Also, this looks pretty good. We can crunch the voxels down a little bit further. Yeah, accept. If you've never done anything with engines, how can you know what you had to do exactly? I don't really like that surface finish, but we can always just stick a cube on the front of it and shave a bit off. It's fine. You see, it is a new experience. Yeah. That's fine. Here we go. Now we're on the road to victory. But it's good that Epic have made these tools available in Engine. You know, extra large coffee and do some process stuff. Yeah, you do that. Extra large coffee might be nice right now. Oh boy, it's almost 8 o'clock as well. Oh boy. Scooby-doo, Scooby-doo-doo, Scooby-doo-doo. It gets to a point and it just stops smoothing, you know? Like, it's just like, I'm done smoothing this area, you know? Even though it's clearly not, but... none of that. Maybe just a little bit, you know? Here and there. Has that actually pushed it in, though? That's the question. Yeah, no, that's the wrong direction, I'm afraid. Pull towards. Ka-chunk. Aha, here we go. And then we can use smooth fill. To do a little bit of smooth filling. Oh yeah. I feel like there was probably a much easier way of doing any of this, but guess we'll find out if a 3D artist walks in. Devro, what is up here? That is the question, isn't it? The smooth fill tool has stopped working. What's going on? Hi Lumi. With a dev, there is a Lumi. Always. And forever. Doing well. Extra large coffee and code made you happy. How is that? Oh yeah, Dev, how's your cold? Getting better. Had the week off, still coughing. Shame. Imagine catching a cold in 2022 though. I'm looking for a flatten tool. A flatten tool, here we go. Help. It's not the kind of tool I wanted, friend. That's more like the tool that I wanted. It's doing it. It's a little bit rowdy, but it is actually doing it. It's the logic in game dev. Haha, funny joke. Ah! Okay, let's do this. Let's actually do this time. Brush is too big. Small brush. That just caught the side of that thing. I don't want to reduce the size of the arch. I just want to expand on this middle bit here. Oy, oy. You need to look into the modeling inside the engine. Looks so much better than doing it inside Blender. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Like if you just wanna do the sculpting or like a whole bunch of mesh booleans, it's actually quite nice. And also you can use geometry scripting in blueprints, and you can do like fully procedural generative stuff. It's really nice. Looks more like a Japanese swordsmith. If you sand the blade enough, it will become smooth and sharp. That's not actually true, Shadow. That's false. That is false information right there. You have to sand the blade in an extremely specific way for it to become smooth and sharp. That is why there is a specific job designed specifically for sharpening blades, the togishi. The smith does not sharpen the blade. Anyway, I mean in general, yes. Aoki. Don't make that face. Don't make that face. We're in the learning zone right now. This is not a friendly area to... Did not know that. Well, now you do. Inflate gently. Gently. Gently, gently. Go back to the flag. You're not from Japan, you're simple Dutch. Well, did you know that there was a Dutch colony on a man-made island outside Tokyo for a very long time called Dejima? Were they Dutch or were they Portuguese? And now I've forgotten. Ah, they could have been Portuguese. Sorry. Oops. We look it up. When we don't know, we look it up. I mean, I know what Dejima is. It was 120 by 75 meters big, fan-shaped wooden island floating. It was a trade post of the Portuguese and subsequently the Dutch. There you go. Portuguese 1570, 1639, Dutch 1641 to 1854. 220 years was the central conduit for foreign trading exchange in Japan during the isolationist Edo period. Only Japanese territory that Westerners were permitted to set foot in. Kalijati by Bandoing. What? Did not know that. Today is a day of learning. Recently found out that your home state of Brandenburg had 2 colonies. Only 2? I'm shocked. Do you want to hear a cool story? Yes, just 2 little islands. Okay. So I was looking into genealogy once upon a time, and I traced an ancestor back all the way to the writing of the Doomsday Book, and there's an entry. I think it was the 2nd or 4th generation on from then. There was an entry where they were at the local magistrate's court. I'm talking medieval England, feudal England. Everyone's wearing tunics Everyone's got a baldric with a cheeky dagger on it, just in case. Just in case there's riffraff. And they're at the magistrate's court because they have not paid their dues on the land they're renting to, I think they were farming cattle at the time. And some dude said something. My ancestor pulls his knife out as if to threaten the man. And then the guy who's with my ancestor, legal aid, I guess, lawyer, who knows, could have just been his mate, holds him back, tells him it's not worth it. And he slams the knife down into the desk and sits down and continues the hearing. And he agrees then to pay 2 pence. He's owed 2 pence to the land, the actual guy who owns the land, who's renting the land off. In a big huff, I'm sure. That's funny. It's the only thing written about anybody who's related to me ever in the history of mankind, apparently. Having said that, something, 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 everyone's related to Genghis Khan, something, 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 because the genealogical tree isn't that big, and something, 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 they're just you trace everyone back, it just goes back to like the single. Anyway, I'm not a genealogist, right? I can't tell you the facts and or knowledge. But do we vox wrap it first and then simplify? That'll work. We'll see. There's no internal faces going on. There's no weird geometry. There's a lot. It's not very flat on the edge. It's not very crisp. If we can thicken these shells, maybe we can thicken the. But yeah, in the 1600s, the stately manor that they owned, Grandpa's brother killed 12 soldiers because they tried to kill him. His trial never came because the Russians captured all the witnesses and they were not interested in dead Nazi soldiers. Sheesh. I don't know what my granddad did in the war. I've heard stories, right? But like, when someone's in signals, that means one of two things, right? They're you know, they're either telecommunications experts with a radio, or they receive and process the radio stuff. He could have been doing very secret stuff, but all the stories we have are just he was mucking about with the camp. So he was stationed in India, and there was just, you know, there was wildlife about, and there was a monkey that would come to the camp, and they befriended it. And apparently, allegedly, according to rumor, he would get the monkey would climb onto his arm, and he would throw the monkey, and the monkey would be wildly impressed with this act, and the monkey would come back to be thrown again. You tell me if it's true or not. I don't know. I do not know. Do you know the story of the Redditor who wants to know which concentration camps were just based on the tattoo in his arm? I do not know. Turns out it was the blood tattoo of the Waffen SS. Oop! Oh, oop! I mean, at least he was curious. There is this joke in Germany. Uh-oh. You know it's about to get serious when there's a joke in Germany. My grandfather died in concentration camp of choosing. Wait for people to tell you they're sorry to hear. Yes, he fell out of the guard tower while he was drunk. Hey, it's the same. It's the same kind of build up and switch. Have you seen American Dad? They do a very similar joke, but it's the other way around. There's Klaus is there like. I remember. Where was it? It was one of the Polish towns famous for its concentration camp. He's like, oh yeah, my grandfather was the train driver there, and they're all like, and he was like, at the petting zoo. Funny jokes. Funny jokes. 25,000 triangles. Bearing in mind the tunnel is 5,000 triangles, and that looks fine. This could probably be like 1,000 triangles and not look bad. I mean, it will be eventually. Probably less. But I don't say anything. Don't say anything about it being 1,000 triangles and looking good. I don't understand how 3D graphics work, okay? Gun to my head, I could not tell you why it looks like that. Oh my. It's on shape preserving. It should have flat faces here, and it's just 15,000. We'll get it to a point where the triangle count is air quotes reasonable. External preview Reddit something.jpg, a network error occurred. It's better not pop up into my main screen. No. It's a spicy meatball. We'll go for 25,000 triangles and then we'll use the simplify. Is it fine? Doesn't look fine. I really don't. I don't like where this has gone. It doesn't have any of the look of the original item, and I've spent so long trying to tweak it. Okay. What am I gonna do? It wasn't meant to go this way. Look at all this rough edge that we've got here, huh? Go past the rough edge. Can't even go past the rough edge. It's got a completely different feel to it. I don't like it. In the Avengers movie, Steve Rogers says, "We don't trade lives, Vision," and then later uses the whole Wakanda army to protect Vision. This is a nod to the fact that Steve Rogers comes from the 1920s and does not consider Africans human. No! What? For reference, I have not seen the Avengers. I have no idea what he's talking about. 0% of a clue. Oh, did not. Can we get the original mesh back out? Is it just hidden? It's not just hidden, I did delete it. Content browser. It's actually not that bad. It's kind of bad, but it's not that bad. Can we align these? Where's the align button? Critical failure. One or more assets were partially consolidated, yet still cannot be deleted for some reason. It is highly recommended that you restart the editor without saving any of the assets or packages. At least I'm not doing proof. There goes the engine. Oh no, an autosave. Don't do anything. No. Freeze! Hands in the air. Autosave. I think we may have saved it with voxel merge there. Partially. Loads of voxels though, mate. Crispy. Normally doing things like this crash the engine constantly. Ah, yeah. That they do. Removing lots of assets, replace the assets from another folder. We don't talk about that on this channel, I'm afraid. Don't talk about removing the assets and then replacing the assets. Hey, it's Loomy Shorts. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Loomy time. We did a voxel merge, and now we can remesh. It only has 383,000 triangles. It's fine. See, the thing I don't like about the remesh is that it's not respecting this crisp line on the edge of the thing. This is how we got into this mess in the first place. Not a fan. Why does the ant walk on the bridge? Cause he do? Let's just go straight for the simplify. Loomy sick time. Loomy, no! How did you get sick? Too close to dev? I don't know about that. Cough City. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wow. This is pretty gnarly. Let us smooth the mesh surface. Oh, I feel like I should probably just build a new arch. I've spent all this time though. What is this? It's just too smooth. You're doing things wrong, engine. You... Can I not? Is there not? Is there not a? Is there an arch? Nope. What it is? Cylinder. I've made the worst cylinder ever. I need way more subdivisions on this thing. It needs to be thinner too. Uh, 64. Oh. Okay. So if we just get another one of these. Where's the other one? That's the other one. Oh. Let's get it. Yeah, okay. So the original one was a hollow shell, essentially a plane topology, and now we have a full 3D mesh. I'm gonna make these as well, I think. I think it would be faster maybe and easier. So a fairly simple thing, maybe. Let's get rid of that. Not quite that much. Oh, there is an extrude. And then another extrude. Accept. And then Browse to asset. SM GM lintel oh, GN. I don't know what my brain was doing when I typed an M there. Of course it's an N. Now we got a whole bunch of generated stuff here that we don't need. That and all of this. No, have you selected everything? Pump iron or hold on. Someone had to keep me in shape. Sitting behind that desk all the time. It looks perfect, right? Exactly as it should. Whoa, let me find the iron. Safe room. Ah. Woo. I've got him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. There you go. Whew. Very cool. What time are we on? It's 8:30. We've achieved so little today. Let me just they don't even have particularly high detail on these pilares, so we'll just keep them as they are. That's nice. Is that not nice? Yeah. Oh, do you know what? As a little gift, let's go over to the big, not that one. Let's go over to the test map big. It's gonna ask me to save the map, isn't it? Oh. There it is. And we can have a look at some of the what scale we put this in at. This 50 times scale, okay. Tropical Jungle Pack. It did not let me place it. Static mesh foliage. I wonder why it didn't let me place it. Interesting. Is it because it has to deal with the shaders first? I'm gone quiet because I'm typing. Hello? Did it work yet? Ooh. Oh no. It is mostly done. Maybe we can drag it in the scene now. You fiend! Okay. Let's look at the pandanus tree plant. See, that's better. That's giving me a hand. That's not giving me a no-no hand. That's giving me a yes-yes hand. We just drop it in. We set the scale to 50. Realize that it hasn't drawn the textures in yet. And we panic. Okay, that's dangerous. Panic! Yep. So the mesh itself has got shader graph based vertex animation. What if the shadow does move? Oh my god, the shadow does move. It's kind of a crusty model, isn't it? Oops. Sweet. The engine is chugging through these materials. Right in the pandannuals. Oh, it's trying. It's trying its hardest. The alpha mask is computing. There is text inside the darkness. Your scene contains a sky dome mesh with a sky material, but it does not cover that part of the screen. Can ants get drunk when they get soaked in alcohol like beer? Veto? Veto. Veto. Science can, for sure. Ah. Funny joke. Didn't I have the queen in this scene? We have a banana tree as well. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Big old stinky banana tree. Ooh. It's huge. It has bananas on it. Let's go. For the record, I've never made a tropical game, okay? So I've never seen these assets in my entire life. Whoosh. It's doing it again. Your scene contains a sky dome mesh with a sky material, but it doesn't cover this part of the screen. Ants can indeed get high from the consumption of narcotics. A study from 2016 shows that ants can even get addicted to drugs. If ants are exposed to drugs, they'll easily get hooked by it. Might even like it more than sugar. Just like a real human. Is the bark not rendered yet? The bark is not rendered yet. Hello, bark. Please render. Yeah, there we go. Where's the chair? Where's the chair? I kind of want to get the chair in frame. Ants can get drunk. Alcohol affects ants just like humans. The behavior changes. They'll struggle walking. Most really won't know what's going on. If ants come across alcoholic beverages or substances with a lot of sugar in them, they'll drink it, as ants are very attracted to sugar. They can even get alcohol addicts. Find dead ants on cannabis plants. Ooh. Did not know any of this. Have you seen the spiders they gave drugs to and made spin webs? The vertex shader on this one doing the animation is a little bit kooky when it comes to the TXAA. Eh? Don't like it. Do not approve. But it is what it is. We're taking a screenshot here. Ant on overdose. Did it capture? I didn't see it capture. It captured. I have the same screenshot twice, don't I? Yep. Absolute legend. Same screenshot twice. Scooby doo 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 doo. Scooby dooby doo 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 doo. Let's put it in. Max file size is 8 meg. Okay. Duly noted. I'll use the screenshot size multiplier of 1 to save my air quotes high resolution screen. Bullying me. There you go. That is a big old plant. See, we got a little bit of clipping issues going on here. Come and spin this around so it's not actually going through the banana plant, but it's going like around it maybe. No, there's no solving this. Let's tip it over. Beautiful. And this is the bananas. they move. They move in the wind. Very cool. Let's see what other joyous things that we have. Looks like a photo? Nah. No. I like that. We have props in the banana thing. Oh, bananas, of course. Other big files, no. MS Tropical. Megascan, no. Did the are these a foliage? Right, okay. We gotta go in here. Thank you, Bitdefender. Scooby-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo. Make it 50 times bigger. There we go. And we'll see that this has got no 3D detail to the actual structure of the plant itself at all. So maybe not. Like, it would be fine maybe if it was something like the grass, which is in and of itself quite a thin plant anyway. But because it's twigs, that sketches me out, I'm afraid. Sorry, little bush. What about this? We'll hop stream. Have a good stream until next time. I'll see you later, Shadow. You have a nice evening. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good evening, everyone else. This one I think could work. Oh, it's got to prepare all the shaders, right? There's rocks in here. Oh, that's why I got this pack. Not because of the smelly plants it has. It has a bunch of cool rocks as well. That I have just enlarged. Oops. They might not be quite as detailed as a Megascan, but I think they'll do for some things. Oh, it comes with vines as well. So that could be helpful. Are they good vines? We'll never know. Does actually look pretty legit. It's 2D? It's a 2D vines? Oh, poopy. It looked so 3D. It looked so realistically 3D when I pulled it out. And it turned out to be a 2D vine. I'm disappointed now. The rock is nice though. The rock is genuinely quite nice. It's got good normals. It's got good textures. I like the rock. Aren't there things like this in the scene already? These looks pretty good. I like this. Some of the vines are good. Some of the vines are usable, I think. Where am I? Isn't that good? It's so big too. Get another one of those rocks out. And then you can just, you know. Huh? Oh yeah. Like as a noob who knows nothing about anything, I'm convinced. Devro is sharing videos into the chat. That better be safe for chat consumption, you Devro. Better not be corrupting these miners. It's so funny. Yeah, it's safe. You can click that. This time it's stream save. Oh god. There we go. It's beautiful. My mic been muted the whole time. Have I just been talking to nobody? Why is the worst? Yes. Yes. The ferrets. Yes. Anyway, it's 9 o'clock. That means I gotta. I have to stop. Otherwise, my brain will turn to soup, and I'll actually make mistakes, rather than just taking a long time to do the things normally, while not making that many mistakes, but still making some mistakes. But you know, it's understandable because it's a complicated method. It's you can make video games. It's difficult with everything. You have to be a master, literal master at literally everything to make a video game yourself. So, yes, indeed. I know you said that in response to something else, but I'm going to take that as a response to something else. So anyway, that's the end of this seg. Join me in a few minutes for the next seg. We'll play some Kingmaker, and then I'll go to bed. And that's the way it's got to be.